So what we're doing is we're taking apart this old brake mechanism. We've already took off all the bolts. This whole section slides. This section goes up and down when the truck moves, so the boat slides forward to engage the brakes. And since we don't have any brakes that are working on this trailer, we're gonna remove it, which we already done. So we had to use this metal hammer, a bigger bar to get these bolts off for leverage. Most of these bolts were very, very rusty. Right now we're gonna break the blue wire line that I showed you guys in the prior video, which is the brake line. You see it's got a little bit of old oil coming out of that line right there. But we gotta try to separate this section so we can put that back on that part of the trailer. It might be held on by right here. These two right there. But yeah, make sure you have a lot of tools, because this is not easy to put that part here and then make it so this whole trailer doesn't slide anymore.
Looks like there's something in here. So we got, take this one off.
A lot of bolts holding this on. A lot of nuts. Oh yeah, that's definitely loosening it up.
Something's turning in there though. Turning the whole thing.
Still can't get it off, so we're gonna have to use some more power tools. Use an impact drill to, this nut is just spinning. So we gotta try to free it up. We use a Dremel tool and cut this bolt in half. That's the only thing that's holding on in place. We removed even 2 more of these. There was 2 right here, and 1 right here, and 1 right there, and still isn't free. So it's pretty close, but this bolt has to be the one that's spinning. This is oil reservoir up here, so it ain't that one, and if we undo that one, the oil might go everywhere. All right, it's filming. Got it. All right, so we got to go to Harbor Freight to buy a bigger trailer tongue. This is only like 2 3/4, 2.5 inch, and does not fit there. So all that hard work, I'm bolting it. Just need to go back to the store and buy a 3-inch, because this is a 3-inch width. So yeah, stay tuned, going to Harbor Freight. All right, so we got a new 3-inch wide tongue from Harbor Freight for 15 bucks. We got 2 bolts from Ace Hardware and 2 nuts. These are 4-inch bolts. These were like $2. These are 50 cents a pop. These 2, and basically fits right there. And it lines up perfectly with the old holes. Just gotta find them. Yep, right there. And now we won't have to have the brake line anymore, and then it won't slide back and forth, which is what that other the brake piece that had the oil reservoir in it, that's what was causing it to slide and slam when I would go on brakes or take off. So that's gonna be fixed for sure. But a $15 upgrade, not too bad.
Do it from that one.
I do that, hit this one more time.
So it's still moving. Yeah, keep going. So it stops, see.
All right, here we go. New tongue. Fancy.
And it's clean.
Yep. No stain, no rust. Something that we noticed was cool is these old bolts that came off are actually grease fitting bolts. Got a little hole right there where the grease came out. I guess for the trailer, for the hitch. So these are pretty nice bolts that we can save for something else in the future. So we took the first wheel off because we want to check these brakes and remove them, and you can already tell one wants to come off. That's how loose and crappy these old pads are. I mean, pieces are dirty, falling off. That's just a gasket right there. But
I'm just gonna take that caliper off.
that's tough.
Still won't get on it. That leaf spring's in a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
To get with that wrench. Put this pin in there for that. Oh, that's not coming off. Ooh. That out. Let me come out with the other side first.
That's one. They're still pretty solid brakes.
I mean, we could
they're
just take
thick.
the pads off.
Just the whole rest of it is broken.
It's too bad that won't come off.
Yeah, that's busted beyond all extreme. All right, we got this side off.
Did you look at those hubs?
Mm-mm. I didn't pull them because this one was enclosed and that one's not enclosed. It's got some grease in it. Almost looks like it's bent or oval like.
That grease ain't too bad. Nice to pull those off and see.
Now we're checking the hubs. See how these seals are. That's that other pin, right?
Won't come out. Get it out a little bit, I can grab it with the pliers. Snips on it. Let me see if I can get those like this. Get that. Oh man.
Just broke your needle noses there.
Jesus.
What are those, 30 years old?
Probably. You would have definitely had some trouble.
On the side of the road for sure. They would have had to pick this up on the trailer. Here's your needle nose piece.
Man,
The tip. There it is.
woo! Side of the road.
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's best. Take this nut off. Nope, it ain't coming off.
See, this is a good video, so when I'm on the side of the road, I know what I'm doing again.
So you got a nut, and there's a washer here.
Seal. And the bearing.
So there's and that's your seal here. And then your inside bearings there.
Doesn't seem too bad other than back here. Pretty roughy back there.
So I'm saying this frame we could have taken that off. Those bolts are pretty bad at holding that on. I don't think. See, mine has this bracket, this 4-hole bracket on it too. Most of these have a bracket so you can hook brakes to them.
You have all these other options.
But it, I mean, this is welded to this. So I mean, it's still pretty good.
Oh, this is a part of it.
Yeah.
The axle.
Yeah.
Just spins.
Tighten this up and back it off about a quarter turn. Because if you keep it too tight,
This don't spin.
yeah, it won't. You can feel it like it's tight.
Resistant.
Yeah, if you put it real tight, you know. You just want to back it off just a hair. Yeah, basically where that hole, you know, look where that hole is. Back it off to where that, and you don't want it like so loose that you got the slop in it. So you want it tight enough where you don't have that slop, but it's sort of loose still where you can get that cotter.
So the hubs weren't bad. Seals are fine. Probably gonna buy a whole new hub kit, which I'll show a link or a picture of it right now. And get one for each side, and then maybe a third for a backup or reuse one of these for when I'm on the road.
And we'll hub it
Right there.
Let's see if it works.
Alright, just re-greased it.
We'll
And
work
we're just
on it a little bit.
Just gonna have this for the meantime until I can get new hubs. Even though it was all fine, it's just better to have a new set and peace of mind. So got the next one off, tire wise, and
This one rubs too.
yeah, I thought I heard that when I was driving.
It's got a pad on it. Just inside, this pad's gone. That one's still got a pad.
This tire needs replaced. This is a 2010 tire. Both sides of them are 2010, but this one ain't ready for a summer season by any means. So I might have to get a whole new trailer. After a new axle and new tires, I'm almost on my way to a whole new trailer. So this one may be for sale.
Like sitting on the side of the road.
Well, here's the one caliper, and the rest of the oil line. But you can sort of hear it rubbing.
Ain't gonna rub no more.
It's pretty rusty.
It's actually a little cleaner than the other stuff that was gray.
Green.
When it's gray, it's got water. When it stays blue or darker like that means
It's fresh.
yeah, it's not leaking or water's not getting in it.
All right, we're servicing the lower unit. Looking at it, look at all that oil. That is very bad. That means there's water in there.
It's good. You look down here and see if there's metal, which is good. It's clean. There's a magnet on this side, so it's got a little bit of metal in it, but not bad.
That's not good though.
See how it's got a magnet look.
That's about teal color as the bottom of the boat. And this is how you take off the prop. Put a 2x4 right here. Take that little pin that was out. Sort of like doing a hub.
Good under the blade. See, sometimes this can be stuck on there.
That don't look great. It's rubbing right there too.
This is
Oh.
thrust washer.
Look at all that.
See, there's fishing line. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
See, that gets in there and
Yeah.
that's the seal.
I mean, it could be just grass, weeds, but
Yeah, that's just grass you're looking. But see, fishing line can get in there and get in that seal. That's the seal they need to replace if it's bad, if it's leaking.
supposed to make that type of noise.
Yeah, let's Hopefully that
Seems pretty rubby.
Hopefully that seal's okay.
It's sort of nicked right in here.
I mean, they could take this off and put a new piece on there. New shaft seal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that could be broken like you said.
So we got all the old oil out. We're gonna pump. We're gonna pump the new lower unit in, which is AW90.
I gotta do that whole bottle. Takes a long time, so.
I'll catch you guys in a second.
You want this or not?
Sure. I'll talk about with all new parts,
No.
all new tools and stuff.
That. I love that.
All right, so we got the screw back in for the lower unit. And we got a whole new quart of lower unit oil in there. So we're gonna monitor that, see if anything changes, see if anything might be actually, like a seal might be bad in there, getting all that water in there, so. Lower unit's done. All right, next on the to-do list is we took the Garmin off because I got a 7-inch touchscreen lowerance from the previous gator tail boat. So we figured out the compass is actually going to be needed put here because the lowerance will not fit really right here, and this is easier for that to be, if that doesn't smack that. The throttle was smacking the lowerance, so we're moving that here, drilling this back down, because you never know when you need a compass if all your other electronics die and you need to know which direction to go back home. So we screwed out all these with the drill, all these old holes, so we can refill these for it to adhere to it better. And then these 4 right here are for the lowerance, and we'll be screwing that down. And we got this yellow string because we pulled the previous depth finder wire through, and we're leaving that so we can pull the other transducer wire through. This is Marine Tex to repair the fiberglass. It's a 2-part epoxy. You mix it with the putty.
You put a little bit of that hardener. Just a couple drops, I'll take it.
You can use this for fixing cracks and holes. And sand it when you're done.
I'll put that little thing, we'll scrape it with. Just put laminate on there right now. It'll cure white, it'll fade a little bit, but
Sort of like a spackle job on the drywall.
got that one there, didn't we?
Which one?
That hole.
Got the lowerance installed. Nice to have this sucker back. Tilt it up. Here we go. There we go. The only thing we don't got is the transducer. It's gonna be a little bit more pain in the butt because the that plug is ginormous, and where this old transducer wire was coming through this little PVC pipe right here. So I don't think, we already tried it, it ain't fitting through there. That's probably the worst direction that's ever going to go. So I don't know, may not have a transducer for a little while, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take this off. I'm actually going to be selling this Garmin and link to a buddy, and good to go. Oh yeah, we got to get the here you go. I got to drill this back on. All right, I'll do it. We got the compass in, got the lowerance in, and then we got to take off the transducer still. All right, we got the old transducer off, wallered these out so we can epoxy this back and put a puck there, because you're not supposed to be drilling into your boat. So don't drill into your boat. Use a puck so the puck can come off. If it knocks off, it knocks off. It won't tear a big hole if you hit something or knock it, and it's a way better process. So don't drill transducers into your hole. All right, thanks for watching. Basically a recap. Put a new tongue on, got rid of the brake one because it slid back and forth, and the brakes didn't work. We pulled all the tires off, checked the hubs, re-greased them. Gonna have to probably get new hubs, probably a whole new axle, and both tires need replaced. These are original 2010. The trailer's 2010, so these tires will probably not make it through the summer. We serviced the lower unit, took all that oil out, had water in it. We pulled the prop. There was no line tearing the seal, so we're going to see after a couple trips and then redo the lower unit oil, see if it changes. If it does change, that means there's a bad seal somewhere, probably up in here. We changed, or took off the transducer wire for the Garmin. We didn't hook up the lowerance one because it's a little bit more chaos. The plug is a lot bigger and it will not go through that same hole. So we'll do that at a different time. I've been here since 12. It's about 6:30 now, so we've worked on this all day. That's the other one. Other tire re-greased. It's even coming out just slightly, but it stopped. So that's good. Pretty pumped up. Fixed a couple holes with that epoxy. And all the holes up there. Moved the compass from there to here. Took out that Garmin. Got the lowerance installed. And ooh, look at that. I already found something that needs to be put back. Got that. That's the gas tank cover. And that's it. Next thing, we're gonna be taking off the Mako because I don't want it. So if you're interested in Mako, let me know. Gotta be local though. Yep. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more updates on 1988 Mako. And props to my padre for helping me all day long. Get yourself a good dad. Peace. God bless.